Hello, guys. Welcome to another session. So today we are going to dive into a groundbreaking development that has shaken the financial world. It's about Donald Trump's bold statement, regarding US that creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So can this be the start of a global shift towards cryptocurrency-backed economics? That's what we need to discuss. Or is it a risky gamble that could backfire in future? So let's try to understand the story and its implications for the global economy in this session. Now, the question is, what triggered the Bitcoin rally? See, the announcement by Donald Trump, the elected president of United States, that the U.S. plans to establish a Bitcoin strategic reserve sent shockwaves through the financial world. And following his statement, Bitcoin's price surged to all-time high and everything, and that triggered that sharp up move. So historically, if you see, Bitcoin's journey has been very volatile with significant highs and lows driven by the regulatory changes, institutional interest, and the market sentiment. So this latest development could redefine its role in global finance. Now, what do you mean by the strategic reserve? When we talk about strategic reserve, it's a stockpile of critical resources maintained by nations to manage emergencies or supply disruptions. So these reserves can include anything from crude oil and metal to food grains. For example, US Strategic Petroleum Reserve, the largest emergency crude oil reserve globally, established after the 1973-74 Arab oil embargo, right? And then Canada's Maple Syrup Reserve. So that's again maintained to stabilize the global supply of this essential commodity. Iran's food grain reserve, stocked to ensure price stability and food security during the crisis. So this is what you mean by the strategic reserve. So if Bitcoin becomes part of the US strategic reserve, it will be the first time a decentralized digital currency is considered as a strategic resource. Now, how would Bitcoin reserve work? See, there are speculations about the US might create this reserve, like seized Bitcoin. The US government already have over 2 lakh Bitcoin tokens worth approximately 2 billion seized from criminal activities. So this could in fact form the foundation of the reserve. So from criminal activities, whatever they have seized, that is already with the US government. So that can act as a foundation. Then again, market purchase, the government could directly purchase Bitcoin potentially by selling gold or leveraging debt to fund these acquisitions. Again, they can have the legislative framework like the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Congress might pass laws to institutionalize Bitcoin reserves that will ensure regulatory clarity and stability. Coming to potential benefits of a Bitcoin reserve. See, the proponents argue that such a move could provide significant advantages for the US, like global dominance in crypto market. When you're holding substantial Bitcoin reserve, the US could influence the global cryptocurrency market and maintain a leadership position. Long-term financial gains. If Bitcoin's value appreciate as many predict, the US could benefit from significant capital gains that will potentially offset budget deficits. Diversification, adding Bitcoin to reserve, that could diversify the US Treasury beyond traditional assets like gold and foreign currencies that will provide a hedge against economic uncertainties. Now, coming to the risk and challenges. Volatility, right? The idea that we talk about is sound revolutionary, but there are risks involved like volatility. Bitcoin's price history is marked by extreme fluctuation, and that makes it a very risky reserve asset. Again, lack of intrinsic value. When we talk about gold, there is an intrinsic value. Gold have value. Bitcoin lacks a tangible utility or intrinsic value, rallying solely on market sentiment. So something which is only based on market sentiment without any backup or any intrinsic value is always risky. Again, cybersecurity threats. Bitcoin's digital nature makes it vulnerable to cyber attacks, potentially putting the reserve at a very big risk. Coming to regulatory and political hurdles. See, establishing and managing a Bitcoin reserve could face resistance from policymakers and the public who might see it as speculative. Okay, now the strategic comparisons with gold. See, gold has been a cornerstone of global financial reserve for centuries due to its stability and universal acceptance. Now, if you see, Reserve Bank of India recently increased its gold holdings significantly, viewing it as a safer alternative to dollar reserves after geopolitical tensions. Now, unlike Bitcoin, gold's supply is limited but well established, and its value remains relatively stable over a period of time. Now, the question remains whether Bitcoin can replicate gold's trust and stability in the long run. That we need to wait and watch. Coming to implications for the global economy. If the US, this move again, when they make it practical or move forward with this Bitcoin reserve, it could trigger a domino effect. Increased trust in Bitcoin is the first one, right? Other nations might follow suit. That will accelerate the global adoption. Again, market volatility. Bitcoin's price sees extreme fluctuations based on reserve announcements and the transactions. Coming to shift in reserve strategies. See, traditional reserve assets like gold and dollar might lose its prominence and reshaping completely the global financial system. So what's the bigger picture? America's financial strategy. See, Trump's vision, if you see, aligns with strengthening US dominance in emerging markets. By leveraging Bitcoin, the US could gain a strategic advantage, especially as China stepped back from cryptocurrency leadership after its mining crackdown. But balancing benefits and risk will be very crucial for sustainable momentum. Now, how can we conclude? See, the concept of Bitcoin strategic reserve is as revolutionary as it is risky. See, it could position the US pioneer in digital finance world, but the volatility and uncertainty surrounding Bitcoin cannot be ignored. Whether this move will pay off or lead to unforeseen consequences, that remains to be seen. One thing is certain, financial world is watching very closely and we'll see what is going to happen in the future. So that's about this session, guys. Thank you so much for joining the discussion. If you find this video insightful, like the video and share it with your friends and subscribe for more videos. And in case if you're looking for civil service mentorship, you can get in touch with us. So you can check the details in the description. So see you in the next video.